Hello everyone. Today, happy Sunday, we're going to be depotting, and I've been telling you guys this video is coming, but we're going to be depotting the Violet Voss Best Life and Best Life 2 palettes. I recently got these and I did not realize that they had a bunch of glitter in them. So we're going to be working on that today. I've had a few people already ask me what I'm going to be doing with the glitters, and honestly, not sure. I'm not going to be giving them away because, as you can see with this one, there's some discoloration going on, and I just don't feel like they are good necessarily to pass on in that way. These shadows in the palettes are actually really beautiful, so I want to save those, and if I could go back in time, I wouldn't purchase these, knowing what I know now, knowing about the glitter, which I did do the research, it's just they were wrong on the Sephora website. But I have some really beautiful shadows to depot today. As for tools, we have a lot going on. We're kicking it old school. I haven't depotted something in a very long time, so I don't know how it's gonna go. We have a spatula here. This I think will be our biggest tool. I also have a little like razor cutter thing I've had for forever, so I can like get the palettes deconstructed, I guess. In case these aren't magnetic, I do have some little magnets that I've literally held on to for probably 7 years at this point, and we'll see if I'll be glad that I did. I do have the power of flame. I'm too poor for the Z-Potter, so anyway, no. But yeah, in case we need the power of flame, I do have that. And I also have a pair of jacked up tweezers, which I've used in other kind of depotting, like taking up stopper type things. So as tweezers, they're pretty much useless, but as like weird picker tool type item, like a tool, they're pretty good. Okay. I've also painted my nails for you guys. You deserved better than that chipped blue nail polish, so we've upgraded. And I think that's everything of an intro. Actually, it's not. Really fast, I wanted to share a dupe swatch with you. I had a question about how this Metalist Touch and Soul shadow compares to one of the Cliona shadows that I own. So this is Hollow Mulberry. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so stunning. And then I'm gonna do a quick little swatch here. This is the shade, I'll put them next to each other. This is the shade Grisaille from Cliona. So I thought I would swatch them next to each other. And they're definitely different. So you can see undertone and base there. This is definitely more pink with like a blue shift. And this one almost is like pinky purple base with like a green gold shift almost. Anyway, thought I'd share that really fast. Both amazing. Let me know if you want to see a whole video of me like trying to maybe dupe out some of my Cliona shadows. You guys know I have a ton of them, so let me know. Okay, so let's start with the Best Life one. I did prepare an empty palette for this, so yeah, and all these Z palettes, all this stuff I've had for years. And when I'm saying years, I literally mean that, like 5+ years. First things first, I'm just gonna cut the glitter right off this thing. We don't want it. They don't live here anymore. And we're gonna try not to cut our own selves. Highly important thing. Okay, first part successful. To dispose of this glitter, I mean, I've read stuff of like putting it in epoxy and then putting it in the landfill so that it doesn't get to the ocean. You could also put it in a craft. I don't know if I have a craft I'm doing. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So we're gonna set that to the side. We're just not gonna think about it for this moment. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is just get this mirror off as well. Too bad George is not doing her mirror project. I could send this to her. She already did it. That's why she doesn't need them. Boom. Look at this. We are just really killing it, and I really hope my face didn't show. I look absolutely so scary. It's Sunday. I am going to go to the park later, but you know. This is where we're at. From here, I think I'm going to try to maybe see how... Let me see if I can show you. I'm going to try to like detach this and see where that gets us. It's been so long since I've depotted something, you guys. I don't really want to bend this thing too much, so I need some other like heavy lifters. Oh yeah, we're getting some bending. Here we go. The reason I think this will help is it'll get me closer to the bottom of the pans. Holy shit. I really am trying to have absolutely no casualties here. I mean, they're such beautiful shadows. I can't wait to swatch them all for you at the end. Oh yeah, here we go. Get some leverage on it. Wow, this is what's in the back of the eyeshadow palette. Just basically cardboard. Okay. And I don't care about the names of the shadows. I'm depotting this partially so that way if I ever use these, I'm not like really featuring the palette. And also, you know, it's to use the actual product. It's not about the name. I don't care. If you're scared of me using this X-Acto knife, I'm just as scared as you are. I really want to try to, like, even in just one area, peel away and see what's going on. Oh yeah, the tweezers don't work. I don't know. This is tough. Because I can't introduce flame when there's all this paper. That's just silly and dangerous. This is taking way too long for my patience. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, once you get it undone, you got some leverage. Oh wow, we're really going for it. Okay. I thought this was gonna be relaxing and I realized like so far all the footage is just struggling to get this thing undone. I feel like I'm unwrapping a present. Here we go. Oh gosh, it's sticking to my background. Okay. This is just like a big old sticker. So as you can see, we are down to like bare bones here. And what's really cool is, I hope you can see this, but you can see the 3 pieces of cardboard that make up the different layers that these sit in. And what's great about getting to that point is I can now kind of more easily get into where the pans are, I guess is what I'm saying here. And it'll be easier to get my tools in, I think. Lots of little debris. This really kind of demystifies palettes, right? I mean, I'm sure like things like Pat McGrath don't look like this in their plastic packaging, but you know, it's just a bunch of cardboard. I got a little bit of my nail in that, so that sucks. But overall, so far with Shadow, I'm pretty happy to not see any issues. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Look at that. So this is where we're at, and we're down to like just the base cardboard. I'm gonna flip it to the side so you can see like all the pans are exposed, which is awesome. It makes so that we can really get under where the glue is pretty evenly and hopefully not have too many issues with the shadows. I didn't know how that was gonna go, but I mean, you can see all of the paper and all that here. It really wasn't too bad. Since I've started this video, it's been 18 minutes, so it took me about, yeah, like 20-ish minutes from the very beginning, not knowing what I'm doing to get to here. So I think what I'm gonna do, because you know I got shit to do today, I'm going to take the Best Life 2. I'm gonna strip it down to this portion. I'll just speed that up. I find like batch working is really the best way. So that way I have all my shadows ready to go. Just a little tip I've found with like working, you know. Okay, anyway, I'm going to work on this and I'll just speed up that footage. Okay, so this is where we're at, you guys. I've got them both down to their base. I feel really great. I think it's really interesting to see the color story actually now that they're down to bare bones, and I'm really excited to have a full palette of all of these. I think they'll work really nicely together. So now is the test of, can we get these off easy? Will they crack? How tough is this glue? Oh, here we go. Okay. We got one off. There's definitely still quite a bit of glue on the base of this shade, but I think I can just kind of pick it off. Yeah, pretty easy. Okay, so first shadow, totally unscathed, which is really awesome. And now's the test to see if it actually is magnetic, and it is not magnetic. It's not magnetic. So I'm gonna lay these all out up here. I'm going to try to keep them on the screen, but I also don't want them to be in danger's way. I'm going to now do that to all the shadows, and then I will clean the backs with alcohol and put some little magnets on them so they actually can stick in my palettes. Okay, you guys, we have made it through the first palette. We've completely depotted. I don't have any of like the stickers or anything on here, which is exciting. All of the little stickers, it seemed, I keep calling them stickers because it feels like they're more like stickers than they are like glue. It's like this glue dot, if you've ever crafted, it feels kind of like that, which was actually pretty easy to peel off. And I don't have any casualties. I just have the nick in this one that I did with my own fingernail earlier. So I'm going to work on this, but first I'm gonna go get my 250 steps in really fast because my Fitbit told me I needed to. Okay, we've successfully done the second palette, but I will say, I don't know if you could tell from the footage, but this was significantly different than the other glue. So this was definitely more of like what I guess I expected the first one to be, kind of gummy, and it like gunked up my spatula. You can see that there. It's on the backs of a lot of these, so I'm definitely gonna have to work to get that off. And then this one I did crack, so this one's definitely in a fragile state, which is unfortunate because it's a really beautiful dark green, and I think it works with some of these duochromes in that palette. So I really hope I can save that guy, but I'm gonna go get some alcohol so that we can rub the backs of all of these, and that way we can get them as clean as possible, so that way when we stick the adhesive of the magnets on, they really stick on, and we have the best chance of that staying for as long as possible, and there's not powder or other gunk or things that's gonna stop them from laying flat in the pan. For any of these ones where I have not as much, I'm like tackling them right here, but if they have quite a bit, I will go over them with the alcohol and kind of put quite a bit on, and then I kind of let them sit and I'll go back to them. This is very time consuming, and the reason I'm taking this much time is because I know myself, and I know that if I don't do this right, and they're all cockeyed in there, or like if there's something about them that feels off, I'm not going to want to use them. And I also have done this before with the magnets specifically, and if they don't go on right, then they kind of are always coming off, and that's just like a pain in the butt. And again, I don't want to have to like do this again. Part of why I'm taking so much time to do this. And some of these ones from the first aren't gonna take nearly as long. It's just about kind of getting some of that powder off. Okay, we're here. I've scraped the bottom of all of these. To say that that was a pain in the ass is the biggest understatement of the year. Okay, biggest understatement. Did not enjoy it, but I'm excited to now actually get these in and finish this video up. So I have these little packets here that I've held onto from Z Palette. I have this like perfect sized one. I don't know if I have enough, so fingers crossed I do. You just peel the backs off, and then let's say we grab this one. You just put it on like so, and now it's become a magnetic little guy to go into your palette. How nice is that? Okay, so I'm gonna go through and just get these all in here, and then we can rearrange them. As you can see, we have, what, 6 shadows left, and we've used all the little guys up, which is unfortunate. So we're going to have to use these big ones, which really sucks because they don't fit on there. And honestly, I've had these in the past, and I like cut them, and it was a bad idea because then the metal gets bent, and it's hard to put them on the backs. So I'm going to rearrange these in here because these will go on the bottom anyway, and hopefully I'll have enough space. Okay, yeah, there's definitely going to be room, so that works out. That's good. And I was thinking about it that these would probably work really well with my Adept shadows if I ever end up ordering those, because they are on my list. So yeah, we're just going to put these stupid round ones on. Oh, this is bothering me. Spend so much time. You spend so much time. I might at some point just go order the same little magnetic ones that are on everything else, just because my little heart can barely stand this. Like, how lame, right? All right, guys, so here is my finished palette. Really unfortunate about the circle pans. Again, I think I'm going to end up changing those out. I can't stand it. I also want to note I have a crack in this one, and also this one did get cracked as well, so hopefully those withstand it. But I'm going to leave you off with some swatches of this palette. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so glad to be done, and I'm glad I did it in a pretty timely fashion, so that way I can actually get some use out of these and they don't just like sit kind of in my drawer and I get less excited about them and all of that. So let me show you some swatches.